We are at Russell Square Station, and the next stop on our journey is Holborn Station. Russell Square Station, as you can see, in a trademark Leslie Green style, with the red, oxblood red terracotta tiles, opened in 1906, and it's grade 2 listed. And we move on towards Holborn Station via Russell Square and Southampton Row. So we're walking west along Bernard Street towards Russell Square. We've reached Russell Square. We'll turn left and walk south towards Holborn via Russell Square and Southampton Row. So we have Russell Square itself on the right hand side. It's a busy area, touristy area, a lot of hotels down this strip, and of course we're close to the British Museum. I'll just see if we can cross the road here. A bit quieter on this side of the road and shadier. Right, we've moved from Russell Square. We're walking south along Southampton Row towards Kingsway. When we get to the junction with Bloomsbury Way, we'll have a look at the old tram tunnel. As I mentioned, this area, a lot of hotels in this area for tourists. WC1, fairly close to the British Museum. So WC1 is not so much a commercial area as a academic and tourist area. Right, we're approaching the junction of Southampton Row and Bloomsbury Way. To the left is a one-way system which is lethal for cyclists. The Bloomsbury Way contraflow bus lane seems to be permanently closed. The buses, westbound buses along which normally use the Bloomsbury Way contraflow bus lane, have to use High Holborn instead. Go halfway across Southampton Row, and although we're not yet in Kingsway, this is the northern end of the Kingsway tram tunnel. Now, Kingsway was created out of slums in around about 1905. A very wide road because it contains underneath it a double-decker tram tunnel, and also the Old Witch spur of the Piccadilly line, which was closed in 1994. The tram tunnel's obviously not used anymore, just the southern part of the tram tunnel between the north side of Waterloo Bridge and the bottom of Kingsway is used as a strand underpass for vehicles, light vehicles. So there was a double-decker tram tunnel here created around about 1905 which ran underneath Kingsway. I believe latterly this section has been used as a storage area for Crossrail while they were building the Elizabeth line. Right. That was bad timing, Graham. Okay, so we're still in Southampton Row. We're going to turn right along Southampton Row till it meets up with High Holborn and then becomes Kingsway. And that's where we have Holborn Tube Station. Oops, sorry. So we've turned back into Southampton Row, walking south towards the junction with High Holborn. To the right you see the iron barriers for the entrance to the tram tunnel. Right, so Kingsway was created, as I said, out of slums in around about 1905. It's called Kingsway in honour of King Edward VII, who opened it. Holborn Tube Station opened in 1906 as part of the Great Northern Piccadilly and Brompton Railway. The original building was designed by Leslie Green, but he wasn't allowed to use his oxblood terracotta tiles because the London County Council specified everything had to be in stone. However, that building doesn't exist now because it was modernised in the 1930s by Charles Holden when the station had to be expanded to allow for the connection with the Central Line. Because up until the 1930s, the Central Line had a separate station called British Museum, which is a bit further to the right along High Holborn. So around about 1933, the Piccadilly and Central Lines connected here. So now we enter Kingsway, and we've just crossed over High Holborn. Sorry, I've tripped up there. Just crossed over High Holborn, and this is the entrance to Holborn Tube Station. But all the buildings in Kingsway had to be faced with stone. The tube station was no exception. So it was remodelled in the 1930s to cope with the connection with the Central Line. It's a very busy station. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Holborn Station has a very deep escalator here. Here at the concourse at the bottom of the escalators, it's very busy where the Piccadilly line and Central Line entrances meet. Okay, we're going to go down to the Piccadilly line eastbound platform.
delays on the London Tram and Central Line due to a shortage of trains. Good service on other London Underground line, CLR, London Underground, and
So as I said, the Piccadilly line, this was built for originally in 1906. Central Line opened up joined here in around about 1933 when they closed down the British Museum station, and the Aldwych spur closed in 1994. Go up the steps to the eastbound platform. Show you a secret door. Okay. This secret door here leads to the platform for the Aldwych spur. This is where you used to catch trains going towards Aldwych.